Hi, I'm Chris. This is my workshop. We've got a few cars in here, customers' cars, some of my own cars, storage cars. This side of the workshop we've got ongoing projects. Down the middle we've got cars for sale, short-term projects. And on the other side there we've got stalled projects for one reason or another, and some customers that keep their cars over in storage. So first off we come to a 1972 Jaguar XJ6. This was brought in 2 or 3 weeks ago with an oil leak that has led me to taking the engine out. It was found to be from the rear main bearing. The engine's over there in the working area. The idea is to make this a safe and reliable car for the customer to use as a daily driver. It's their only car. So that's that one. Here we've got a Royce 2025 Tourer. This car came in with an engine problem, cylinder head was off, most of the parts were in boxes. So I've completely rebuilt the engine. It's had new white metal bearings, new pistons, a rebore, and it's just coming to the end now, waiting on a few parts to come through to finish it off, and then you'll be able to take it down the road. I've also done a safety check on this, check the brakes and make sure that everything is going to be sound and safe for driving it on the road. And then this is a 1966 Chevy II, owned by the current customers, or bought new by the current customer's grandmother in the United States. So it's one family ownership, only 15,000 miles, very rare in this condition. This came in with the cylinder head off. The customer tried fixing it himself and with a friend. So I've reassembled it, added a few features like a temperature gauge, an oil pressure gauge and a volt gauge, and we're doing a similar sort of thing to the Royce, doing an overall safety check. Got the brakes off, fitting new tyres, all new brakes to make it safe to drive. Here we've got the workshop area. Got 2 engines being rebuilt. This is the Jaguar 4.2 litre dual overhead cam out of the 72 XJ6 at the end there. So the crankshaft for this is currently out to have it reground, so it'll have new bearings. I'm going to fit a rear main oil seal conversion so that it will be more oil tight. Cylinder head for that is just here. We're going to leave that pretty much as it is, just clean it up and put it back on the car. Bearings for that engine are over here. That's the source of all the problems. Basically, the crankshaft knocked the bearing out, so the crankshaft would have been moving around at the back and misshaped the seal, and all the oil was just pumping out the back of the engine. This is a Derby Bentley 3.5 litre engine, currently undergoing rebuild. I don't have the car here. Customer dropped this off again in boxes. We've had new white metal bearings made for the crankshaft. The crankshaft is currently out to have it balanced because this was vibrating when the guy was using it. He hadn't owned it for very long. It's been rebuilt already once, but something must have been done incorrectly during the rebuild. So the idea is once it comes back balanced, to be able to put the crankshaft back in it, get the block back on. The cylinder head is sitting there basically waiting to go. Very similar engine to the Royce 2025, different cylinder head, cross flow type, carburetors on one side, exhaust on the other, just to give more performance, and twin carburetors as well. So the Bentley was known as the silent sports car, and yeah, they're not fast, but they're faster than a Rolls-Royce. We might have to pause because DHL